This last week of February, the Trump administration issued an executive order for a mandatory registration that requires anyone over the age of 14 to register themselves with the Department of Homeland Security. Let me tell you, it's a trap. This is a trap. The purpose of this executive order is to help the Trump administration accomplish his promise of mass deportations. Why? Because there are millions of people in the United States that would fit this mandatory requirement to register themselves and say, hey, ICE, hey, DHS, here I am. I'm Saida. Here's my address. Here are my fingerprints. Here's everything you need to know about me. So that's why it's a trap. This is for those of you who entered without inspection, meaning that you entered the United States without a visa. It's also for people who entered with a visa who have overstayed the time period allowed on their I-94. This is also for people who entered with a visa, but for some reason were not fingerprinted. This is for anyone who is in the United States without legal status over the age of 14. Some of the exemptions: if you're a lawful permanent resident, you're not subject to this new requirement. If you entered on a non-immigrant visa, but you were issued an I-94, this doesn't apply to you because you were definitely fingerprinted, and if that I-94 is still valid. If you're in removal proceedings with an immigration judge and immigration court, if you have a work permit, or if you currently have a pending adjustment of status I-485 application. But the most important thing I want you to know is that right now you don't have to register, you don't need to take any action. Wait until Homeland Security publishes what the procedure is with the requirements, and then contact your immigration attorney to determine if you are required to register. Please don't just go in and register when this gets published, because it's possible that you don't need to and you're putting yourself at risk. This is literally your way of turning yourself into the government, giving them your information